success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the Denver Broncos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's Locke. Complete. Richardson has it. A gain of 6 there on first.
Too tall, Richardson.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The ball carrier.
Defensively, we always knew. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
By Todd Davis.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
8 yards to go on second down.
Gun.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 40, the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, 78 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
A gain of 7 yards.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete.
Pass.
Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
On the play.
I know a lot of Denver fans are really excited about the possibilities for Courtland Sutton now that Drew Lock is entrenched as their starting quarterback. Remember, last season, the last 5 games with Lock as the guy in charge, the team went 4-1. I think they'll only get better and better. As for the season, Courtland Sutton had 1,112 yards and 6 touchdowns with 3 different quarterbacks. Just put the ball in his vicinity, and he'll make a play.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Lock. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Shedding through the defense. So that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The score, Patriots 7, Broncos nothing.
Newton on first down. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. From the gun, they run with Michel. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Michel, the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
I'll give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 41, Newton escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. They'll run it. This is Michel. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
This a second and 7 from the 37. They'll try the air now with Newton. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The sack by Todd Davis.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
Yeah.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Block on the give. It's Lindsey. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I know people see Phillip Lindsay's role in Denver is changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball at the backfield and move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Block. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On second down and 4, Newton. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it when
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Wow. So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Newton's Super Bowl nemesis, Von Miller, in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Third down.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. He finds an opening past the 40. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was... was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
51 from Mike, boy, 51. Quit talking about it. I'm playing. 8. 51, 51. You gonna see me in your life, man.
They will go for it. Now Newton. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
10 at the 50-yard line.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Here I come. Great. 51, Mike. Mike 51.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up... Second and 11. On second and 11 now. Newton. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 23. Going on the ground, it's White. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They stay on the ground with White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Devin Asiasi, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
He completes this to Sutton. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Lock throwing on target to Fant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down, Broncos.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Clock now to throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 31-yard line.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now a carry for Lindsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
1st down, Denver.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Brought down.
The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop.
Brings up 2nd.
Now it's Lindsey. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
16-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Locke. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Locke. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll run with Lindsey. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
At the Patriots' 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Philip Lindsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Kill. Hey! Gun.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Flushed out right. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
1st and 10.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Bound to lose one. Check. Greg. Mike 51.
Out of the gun, Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Block working out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
No gain.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hand after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Ready? 180. Mike 51. Here we go. Mike 51. Hey! Hey, let's go. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught by Sanu. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 51. I got him. Ready? 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. You ain't got gun. Shit.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Gordon on first down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
29-yard line.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On first down. Lindsey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again with Lindsey. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This will be caught at about the 6. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Under 10.
Lock gonna go on 4th down. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. To throw is Lock. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for 2. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the posts.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was a game where they got out to a pretty good size lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw it up. You would continue to score and find ways to keep your lead pretty well throughout the game. But they did find a way to win, as you noted. Hung on at the end as the big rush came at them. Fortunately enough, they put enough points on the board to have enough of a cushion that they're able to survive what happened in the fourth quarter.
So for the Pats, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you.